on the run home in the final race of the weekend at Barbagallo, and the pressure is building, and it is building on Chris Pither. The Kiwi has led this race. He's already won one this weekend, but now he has got pressure. It is coming from Grant Johnson. The reigning champ in Carnival 1 has had pace to burn, and Jason Barbagallo, he's going for the lead, and he's going to get it.
Well, we saw this in race 2, didn't we? Towards the end of the race, Grant Johnson's car comes on very strongly. Now, Chris Pither's car, he's been very fast in the opening few laps. We're getting those last few laps now, and it seems to be dropping off, and Grant Johnson's coming on strong.
Pither's not done with yet, though. He's going to have a look at turn 7. But Johnson is a wake up. This is close. They're both in deep. Oh,
could have turned to tears very quickly, that one. Oh, look at that, using it on the curb. That's just damaged the gearbox, I can assure you. So Grant Johnson is pushing to the maximum, to the limit. He wants to be out in front winning this race.
Nathan Pretty third, then Kim Jane. We jump on board with Jack Elsgood trying to get a move. He and Gary Baxter have been getting stuck into it.
Oh, look at that. One mirror tucked in, one mirror dangling. Don't you just love this ute racing?
I just wanted to wait and see if they touched at all, but they didn't.
No, they've been very gentlemanly-like, very, very friendly. After you, sir.
So Elsgood is through to position 6. This is an Auto 1 replay. That's Owen Letcher. Is he going to make the corner?
He's gone very deep.
Oh, Craig Donis, the extreme clutch is in car. Sorry, it's not in car. It's really on boot, isn't it?
Out the back of the tray.
He's up in the gap. He gets in pretty deep and bounces in a Letcher, and really probably should blame himself for that one.
Yeah, one of those situations, isn't it? So they've all gone around the curve there. Charlie O'Brien and Cedars still at it with Marshall right in there as well. So this battle's continued throughout the entire race. Marshall's being very patient here because he's not part of the points. He doesn't want to upset these guys' race. He's done a great job to step straight to a ute and be on the pace straight away. Baxter back up the inside on Elsgood. And just talking about that Auto 1 wild card, we're going to see a different driver at every round. A few names bandied about for upcoming rounds. Tim Blanchard, Dean Canto. Any chance you could squeeze one in? What was that phone number again? I might just text my details across. So I've actually had a driver Jack's car a few years ago up at Darwin. And it was, oh, look at Baxter's car, they're sliding. And this is the hardest part here in Perth. You've got to really look after that rear tyre. But you can see it sliding around all over the place. But I've actually driven one of these utes, and they're very, very impressive cars. I know. I was bolted in next to you. And we survived it. Yeah, it was good fun, wasn't it? We should do it again. It's been a while, but Baxter here, really, everyone's pretty much... Oh. I was just about to say, everyone is really in get-home mode because the rubber is pretty much done, the patience is pretty much gone, and everyone just wants to get to the checkered flag. As you can see from the battle behind these guys, we've got this three-way battle is just continuing on. In fact, it's now got Nathan Callahan on the back of it, so Marshall's dropped off the back of it. Now, Callahan has come from 32nd on the grid. Charlie O'Brien, he's heading for the pits. No, he's not. He's used the grass. He's back on the track. And Callahan is the man on a mission. Look at this. Now, Callahan finished 29th in race 1. He didn't finish race 2, so his tyres haven't done as much work as he sneaks on through Charlie O'Brien. So he's in a good position, but nevertheless, when you start 32nd and you get anywhere near the top 10, let alone in it, you've done a very good job. Oh, it's exceptional drive, really. He's got the headlights on. He means business. He wants to get through these guys. He's picked off Marshall, he's picked off Charlie O'Brien, and now he's having a crack at Cedars. These guys have been barely separated during this race. I talk about Cedars, O'Brien, and Marcus Marshall. We're on the run home, the second last lap for this weekend at Barbagallo. It's been great to have this series back in the West. They've only ever been here once before, back in 2008. It's been a great addition to the return of V8 supercars to Western Australia. And here's another of the fight-back drivers. Cam McConville has had all sorts of dramas this weekend, but he's got pace, and he's going to give Reece McNally, the young gun, a bit of a driving lesson here, I reckon. Well, unfortunately, the reverse grid races start off the back. He didn't start race 1, Cameron McConville, and his combined points put him at the back again. So he spent all weekend starting from the back, but he's managed to find his way through and passing more cars than most. Oh, in the background, that's Charlie Kovacs going way around. McConville's through on Alan Letcher, though. We're on the final lap and the run home at Barbagallo Raceway. And out in front, Grant Johnson. He leads, he's bringing it home, and he's built a margin to Chris Pither too. Yeah, that's a great effort there by Grant Johnson. He's obviously the man to beat here. He was so successful here the last time the Utes were in Perth. and he's backed it up again this weekend. He's going to take away the round result with this victory. So it's good to see a second place, a first place is enough to make it happen.
He's going to scoop the silverware and head away from home soil. A very happy man. Grant Johnson lights it up off the final turn. He's a happy chappy. He takes the win. Fastest lap of the race. Maximum points to Grant Johnson. Pither second. Nathan Pretty, great job. The Monster Commodore is third and on the podium. And Callahan will throw everything at David Cedars, including the kitchen sink.
Oh, this is going to be close.
Oh, not quite
not there.
Cedars gets home. He takes 8th. But Callahan goes from 32nd to 9th. Nandy Kiss fighting hard there with Gary Carson, but Carson manages to hang on to 16th. Ryle Harris, good mature driving 5th. Charlie O'Brien rounded out the top 10. It has been a great weekend of Ute Racing. Marcus Marshall 11th from Cam McConville. Reece McNally next, and brother Jake rounds out the top 20. But Grant Johnson, too fast, too good, and takes the win. So Johnson picks up round 2. Pither and Pretty on the podium. Kim Jane in 4th, just outside. Jack Elsgood and Marcus Marshall, a good job in 9th. But the local star was far too fast.
It's your home track. They knew you'd be quick, but geez, not a bad effort.
Yeah, we had a bit of a shaky start, that's for sure, and the boys just put a monumental effort in last night and just went right through the whole car. We've done a bit of a change on the setup, and boy, it worked. Awesome.
And what it does is it launches him to within 1 point of Chris Pither for the championship lead. Just 5 points cover the top 4 drivers after 2 rounds. It's going to be a tight season of Ute Racing. Time to give away some awards, and welcome back to the series. Alan Letcher is $500. The Champion Spark Plugs Whole Shot Award for the local racer. Grant Johnson picks up the SS Inductions Hard Charger Award. As if he didn't win enough this weekend, he picks up $500 as well. He loves the money. Ryan Hansford continues to lead the way. The Truckline Ford is on top in the Rookie of the Year standings. The Fujitsu V8 graduate moving across and doing a great job in the Utes this year. Well, there's only one winner. Grant Johnson picks up the big trophy, and he's right in the championship fight.